quite possibly. We'll see. And GGGL gets called out. And here we have it. Nightend is going to be starting in the top right-hand position as the yellow Protoss. In the bottom left-hand position, we have the red Protoss Finale. And, you know, I have to feel like Nightend is a little bit peeved about last game. I know some words were exchanged in game number 1, and Nightend feels, I guess, kind of cheated. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I guess he really wants to win that. I know I was just playing this hacker, and I'm not saying Finale by no means is a hacker, but I was just playing a hacker.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like Finale is so good.
Yeah.
It's like he might as well be hacking, although he's not. He's just so good at this game.
And when something's like, you know you're playing against a hacker, it kind of like messes with you so much. And if they do win, and I'm not saying Finale is a hacker, I'm just saying like when you really, really want to win and you end up not winning, it actually ticks you off so much. And it could put you on tilt to a point where...
Well, it could put you on. It puts me on tilt.
It puts you on tilt.
I've only played one hacker in my entire life, Andre, and that was when I was playing on my friend's GM account, which I shouldn't have done in the first place. You know, just that's like a bad thing to do. Just like you should never really play around with your older siblings, you know, toys and stuff. But it was a very frustrating situation. Now, to kind of bring it back to this game, it's that Nightend really wants to win this series, and he's playing against a person that, you know, in most normal circumstances, everyone's going to say Finale is the favorite. Because Finale has great Protoss versus Protoss. In fact, it's just he has a really cool list of builds, and his execution is solid. And Nightend, he's been traveling a lot, and actually because of the situation of things, this was played on the Korean server, where Finale has an advantage because he's playing on his home turf, and Nightend is playing from Europe, so it's not actually very, very safe for Nightend to do all kinds of tricky kind of plays. So I think that's kind of where make things difficult for Nightend. We're going to see whether or not he's able to overcome that, and it's going to be hard because I feel like Nightend is an awesome player, but when these kinds of scenarios come up, it's kind of hard to rely on your execution more so of your psychology. Like, how many times have you been in situations, Andre, where you know you can beat a player, but because of your mental state, it's really difficult to even play solidly?
Zero, but I understand that for the normal person, yes, it must be really, really difficult. No, just kidding. No, absolutely. You know, I lose to TT1 all the time.
Oh,
and,
gosh.
And I really feel like that should never happen.
Aw, poor Payam.
I'm just kidding, of course. Payam's
oh,
like 10 times
I think Finale's doing the same build he did in the first game. He's going for quick Twilight Council and pooling gas off of 2 gates. And Nightend's also opening up very similar as well, going for a Robo off of 2 gates as well as a Twilight Council. We're seeing very similar openings from game number 1 and 2. Is the outcome going to be different, Andre?
Tough to say. We do see a lot of Stalker pressure this time around. So it kind of tells me it's not going to be Dark Templars. Rather,
he's going. He does have a Robo coming up.
Yeah, rather it's going to be Blink play. So I'm expecting Blink to come up in that production tab pretty soon. But oh my God, Nightend! This is really scary. But no, it's not. Oh my God, it's an Observer instead of an Immortal.
That's not. Oh, that's going to be really tough for.
That's no good.
For Nightend to do anything.
So here's the big thing that Finale was able to do. See this 1 sentry? That's 2 Stalkers. Or you can call that an Immortal. That's the gas amount of this 1 sentry and the opportunity cost. That's really, really tough.
Yep.
And you don't want to be really going a lot of sentries on this map. I mean, Blink Stalkers are really good. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of sentry builds that actually get you a fast expansion, but when you're both being aggressive, when you're both being at least conscious of units on the ground, you don't want to be getting too many sentries because Blink Stalkers will just bop on out of those, and basically you're wasting a ton of investment on something that's not going to do you any good.
Yep, Finale going to go for Blink. So is Nightend, and Blink is just so strong on Cloud Kingdom, just because of the availability of attacking into the main from the side. Nice pickoff from Finale as well. That's another small thing that's just so annoying to deal with when you lose your Observer because you're trying to scout. Especially because you see Stalkers, you know your Observer's getting attacked, so you know exactly what's up, but you can't really escape because your Observer's too slow. Finale's going to take this notion to expand after shutting down Vision while Nightend is getting aggressive. I feel like this aggression from Nightend is a little bit unwarranted considering that he doesn't really have too much vision on what's going on, so he doesn't even know if his opponent's threatening for a huge counterattack.
Yep, and he already showed Blink is up, so now counterattacking possibility is there.
We can just blink and take out these sentries? Yeah, and he does not actually pick off any sentries.
Oh, unfortunate. He could have gotten really nice force fields there and picked off a couple more stalkers, but now he has to back up because he doesn't have any more force fields. Really, really unfortunate. You know, that's the power. You saw 5 force fields being used there. And really, they haven't been able to net him too many kills, and that really begs the question, was that investment worth it? I would say, of course, no. But a natural is going up yet again over here for Finale, and he should be able to take the economic advantage so long as he gets the time. So he knows he just needs to fend off against this aggression. And when there's an immortal out, he says, okay, I need to get my own immortals, and I can actually add in my own sentries. Now, I would say sentries are bad normally, but when you're getting an expansion, this is a direct place that you get to defend. It's actually really efficient because you don't want to... time is going to go with you. You just need to actually take more minerals out of this one base. So just say, okay, throw out my force fields, wait a little bit more, and then obviously I can reap the benefits and just crush your impending attack.
Nightend's going to try one huge attack. He does have one immortal into his army, and that's it. He's going to just reinforce with gateway units from there. He does have blink, but Finale's got the immortal advantage, and the longer he can stall for it, because there's no real way for Nightend to bust the force fields other than just blinking forward.
Really unfortunate.
That's just going to be able for Nightend to
Nightend needs a pylon over here, though. He needs a pylon over there to blindside all the units. Zealots needs to go in from the right-hand side, but no, he's going to just come up the front, and there it is, just segmenting the rest of the units out. Stalkers are going to be evaporated with those immortals out in the field. They're not even taking damage.
They
now finally
target the right stuff, though, Andre. They're targeting the Zealots for a while.
That's true, but still, Finale's in fantastic position. I mean, the Stalker count is severely hampered from that last attack, and you can see, let's go ahead and check the army tab, 41 to 44 still pretty stable, but 3 immortals out now. Frodan, yeah, it's going to be so hard.
3 immortals against Stalkers is not a fair fight at all. Nice Guardian Shield from Nightend to cover almost all of his units, but it's going to be too little as Nightend's not able to really break through this front, and 2 base against 1 is just such a large advantage. Nightend reinforcing with more Stalkers. He's not going to back off and expand. He's really committed to this. But Finale has so much more strength. He can even blink forward and just trap the units if he really wanted to. That's it. GG, well played, and congratulations. Finale takes the series 2-0 after great defenses from all of Nightend's all-in attacks. Man, that's just better builds and better execution.
That's right. It's unfortunate because I felt like his build overall, Nightend's build, feels really abusable, and I think Finale did everything right to abuse it. I mean, it's super defensive. You go 2 gate into Robo into a Twilight Council, so your real advantage is going to be at Blink Stalkers. But the fact of the matter is that one single sentry being made actually weakens the Stalker count a little bit. Showing Dark Templars beforehand actually makes Nightend be a little bit apprehensive that there is some sort of potential Dark Templar threat. And then after that, Finale just takes the economic advantage and then wins the game. It's a really, really nice way to play it out, but I felt like Nightend just didn't have any substance to his army to really threaten his opponent.
That's really cool, and I agree. I actually really like how Finale is able to open up both the same way both games, and then kind of pivot his build, but in the end still go for the same objective. Expand early, defend, get my immortal advantage, and just be safe. Game number 2 and the series is brought to you by GoToMyPC for all things like remote access, file transfers, managing multiple users, and even privacy. All that is possible and more if you go to nasl.tv/please/GoToMyPC, where we have a special limited time offer. We also have a special picture that we'd like to show you guys that's coming up at the very end of the night. Don't go anywhere. Our daily recap, as well as where everyone stands in divisions and all those kinds of things. More when we return.